Hello, BSmart viewers. Welcome back to another engaging episode of Manager's Mantra, where we connect with industry leaders who are shaping the future of business management. Today, we are excited to have Arnold Su, Vice President, Consumer and Gaming PC System Business Group, ASUS India. Having spent over 14 years in ASUS, his key responsibilities range from managing varied verticals of businesses, both online and offline, accompanied with a robust sales force across 16 branches. In this multifaceted role, Arnold, along with managing and directing the consumer PC and Rogue business, is responsible for brand building initiatives and sales growth nationally. So, without waiting further, let's jump right into this insightful discussion.
Hi, Arnold. A very good morning and a very warm welcome to this new session of Manager's Mantra. We must thank you for taking the time to participate in this session, in this interaction. Uh, we'll just start away with the questions that we have for you. Arnold, you have, been with ASUS for around 14.5 years, I guess. So if I may
Yes,
ask you that, what are the major industry changes that you have seen in all these years? How do you see the Indian laptop and PC market evolving in the next 3, 5 years? And, what are the key drivers of this growth that probably the young leaders should focus on?
sure. First of all, thank you, Abhishek, to have me here. So I have been working with ASUS for more than 14 years, and most of my time is in India only. So I came to India in 2011. I joined ASUS India as a branch manager in Pune, and since then, all the journey till now, more than 14 years. So if we look back 14 years ago in India's PC market, at that point of time, maybe 50-60% of the PC is more into the entry-level laptop. At that point of time, most of people are just looking for a laptop which can fulfill the basic requirement of your day-to-day work. And also from the industry point of view, I still remember that time I can say that there's almost 0% from the online business. And 14 years ago, the large format retailer like Chroma, Reliance, Vijay Sales just started their expansion in India. So at that time, 95% are pure traditional dealer shops. But if you look at today, now online's portion is around 30% of the India PC market. Large format retailer is 20-25%. The traditional dealer shop is reduced to around 45% or to 50%. And in terms of the end user requirement, compared to earlier, 50-60% of the people are looking for the basic entry-level laptop. Today, you can say that the entry-level laptop reduced to hardly 15-20%. Most of people are looking for a laptop which can help them to work for a longer period of time. Especially in the past 2 years, when the AI PC come to the picture, we can see the migration from the traditional PC to AI PC also move very fast. Yeah, so what we can see, if we in short summarize into the main differences, you can say that first is the overall market landscape change from the traditional dealer shop driven market to is a mix with online, offline, large format retailer mixed market. From the end user point of view, from the major driven by the entry level laptop to maybe 50-60% is already the mainstream or premium segment, and especially for the gaming or creator segment also improve a lot. So premiumization in the India's PC market also change a lot. So my suggestion to the young leaders is, I think India, we can see Indian customer embrace the new technology very fast. So in the past 5 years, since COVID till today, 2020 to 2026, ASUS also formed a strategy that we make sure whatever the latest technology launch globally, we also make sure we launch in India almost the same time. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Arnold. Arnold, my next question is about the rapidly evolving technology. I mean,
Yes.
we need not even mention how fast technology is evolving. It's changing every day. We have
Yes.
seen how we have moved away from the bulky computers to the desktops and the laptops now. In a few years, I mean, it probably in a few years we might have to move totally away from laptops. So,
Mm-hmm.
if we face that situation in, say, in the next 5 years or in the next decade, what core competency should we start building now? And how
Yeah.
can young
So
leaders adapt quickly to this to the new and disruptive technology trends that we are seeing?
So maybe I will answer in a different angle. So if we look back to, around 2016, 17, 18, when the smartphone market was booming across the world or even in India, everybody was talking about that laptop is no more required, that everybody will move to only smartphone. But you see what happened today. Today, no matter globally or even in India, the PC is still there. And also, if you see, especially in India, the PC market size is much bigger than 2016, 17. So how do we look at this is the technology will keep evolving, will keep changing, but the end user requirement will always be there. So maybe, yes, after 5, 10 years, the format of a PC or no matter it's laptop or desktop, the format may change. Like today, you see from ASUS side, we try so many different format. We have a dual screen laptop, our gaming machine, our creator machine. We are also trying to find a way that what kind of format of the PC does end user require. So we don't see that after 5 years, 10 years, the PC will disappear. It will still be there. It's just we need to make sure our equipment will be able to meet the latest requirement of that particular period. So how do I suggest to the new leaders or the new technology adapters, like even myself, I'm working for ASUS, but I never start myself to use only ASUS products. I'm using all the brands machines because what I want to make sure is as in this technology industry, I need to be able to adapt myself to be updated. Whatever new technology, I need to be there. So, for example, like today, maybe AI phones was already there for years, right? Actually, AI PC is also there. So the main difference is if we go back to 10 years ago, at that time when smartphone come to the picture, there is a big differentiation between feature phone and smartphone. But after 5, 10 years, today nobody is talking about feature phone or smartphone. Smartphone is just a phone. So what happened to the PC industry is very similar. Today we are in the era in the past 2, 3 years we are talking about AI PC, AI PC. But maybe after 3 years, nobody will talk about AI PC because every single PC is AI PC. Yeah. So this is how we look at the change, of the new technology.
Thank you so much, Arnold. That was really insightful. Arnold, my next question would be, of course, about the different roles that you played. You have been in this industry for over a decade now, and you have been in multifaceted roles. So, for our sales and marketing enthusiasts, can you please explain the differences between a sales role and a brand building initiative?
Sure. So I started my career with a pure sales background. I was in the channel sales role. So when I was in Pune, I have around 22 districts under me. So I spent lots of time to visit the market from within Pune district. We have Baramati, PCMC, Dong. There are so many small talukas. Then I go to the north of the rest of Maharashtra. I went to Aurangabad, Nasik, Nanded, Pravani, Bid, or every place. So as a sales, what I learned is we need to always be in the market. And in the market, it's not just to sell the product, it's to understand what is the end user requirement. So during the market visit, I realized that 14 years ago when I came to India, everybody told me that if you look at the report, India market 50-60% is only entry-level laptop. But when I visit market, I realized that yes, maybe in general it's correct. But when you go to some specific area, some cities, some towns, you will see the portion is totally changed. Like when I was in Pune, the maybe because of Pune is a student-oriented market, so at that time, instead of the most entry level laptop, that time the gaming was not that popular. But that time, if you remember, that time was the graphics card model. So we talk about 1 GB graphics card model, 2 GB graphics card model. So compared to Pan India, within Pune city, the students community was much more. So the mainstream and premium model, the portion is much higher. So when I look at this from the sales roles, as a sales, we need to observe the market requirement. And then if we come back to from sales to marketing or talk about the brand building is, after you have the knowledge of the market, you need to ask yourself, how do you position your brand to the market? And when you position your brand to the market, whether the end customer really look at you. So recently, I always use one example to my team. So nowadays, if you see in the past 5-6 years, the gaming market, gaming laptop market grew very, very fast in India. So today, 25% of India's consumer laptop is already gaming-based laptop. Means every 4 consumer laptop in India, 1 is gaming-based. But practically, not everybody buy gaming laptop to play games. Lots of people, they buy gaming laptop just because they require a powerful machine. They use it for coding. They use it for content creation. They are YouTuber. They just want to have a powerful machine to do it. But we realize that more and more people, they are complaining. They say, as a content creator, I don't like the machine which you provide to me, because in gaming is the red color, black color. The design is more like a it's more gaming oriented. But for the worker or for a content creator, they don't like that kind of design. Or even for the digital spec, for the gamers, they care about the refresh rate. They care about the response time. The panel, what they want is more for the gaming panel. But for the content creator, actually, what they care more is the color accuracy. So compared with the better response time or refresh rate, they tell us, hey, Arnold, I need the better color accuracy versus you just give me a very good gaming oriented panel. So then we realize, although we can use the gaming machine to fulfill the creator's requirement, but actually they were not happy. So when we come back to answer your question about the brand building, then we are asking ourselves, then I compare ourselves with the smartwatch market. Today, there are lots of athletes, runners, cyclists, joggers in the market. Why they don't wear Apple Watch? Why they are wearing Garmin watch? Because for them, Garmin watch is more like they feel themselves they belong to this brand. They are athlete oriented brand. But Apple Watch is very premium. Even myself, I'm wearing Apple Watch. But for me, whenever I go for jogging, cycling, swimming, I don't wear Apple Watch. I will immediately change to Garmin watch. So then we are asking ourselves, maybe today we are like Apple in the smartwatch. Our gaming machine, we feel that we can use gaming machine, like Apple will use Apple Watch to fulfill any kind of requirement. But actually, those people who are wearing Apple Watch, but when they are the enthusiasts for cycling, jogging, swimming, they don't want Apple Watch. They want something that belongs to their identity. So that's why we started to introduce our Pro R series, our creator series. We don't want that, we just give content creators a gaming machine. We are creating a specific machine, a brand, which will make them feel like, oh, ASUS understand my requirement. They are creating something that for my identity. So when I circle back to your question, sales and marketing, I think the main value is we should understand our end customers' requirement and see how can we position ourselves to meet this identity. Yeah.
So today, there are a lot of talks, a lot of lectures going on in B schools about leadership. But we also believe that, leadership is something that is probably not only can be learned in classes, but, it would be great to have expert views like young leaders like you talking on leadership. So, it would be really great to understand that, how can today's leaders effectively lead cross-functional teams in a fast-paced tech environment? And what are the skills essential for it? Also, if you could also explain about, the different identity, how you identify future leaders for your organization.
Sure. So yeah, first of all, thank you to consider me as a young leader. Yeah. So yes, I think I'm happy to share my own experience. So I'm lucky when I was still young, I got the management trainee program in ASUS. And after the training, I was sent to India and started as a channel sales branch manager. And over these 14 years, now handling a big team in India. So what I learned over the period of time is, as a leader, the first thing uh, I learned over a period of time is we need to know what is the circle of the competence of myself. So I always tell my team, now I'm the leader of this branch office, means ASUS India as a branch, more than 300 employees here. So how do I position myself is, I will never be able to know better than you in your field. You should better than me in your field. My value is, as a leader, I need to know what you are doing. I need to know maybe 5-10% of your work. My value to the organization as a leader is, how do I coordinate and combine different department, different function, and to set up a clear goal and the direction, lead the entire team to achieve that goal. But if you ask me that the particular function, particular work, for sure, you know better than me. So this is the first thing I learned over the past 14 years, because I also made a mistake when I started, and when I become a people manager from an individual contributor, I was thinking I should know better than everyone. And then I try to work hard, but then I realized it's mission impossible. And also you as a leader, your job is not just to do everybody's work, right? If you try to do everyone's work, the one thing is, it's not possible. Second thing is, then your team member will feel like, if you as my boss, you try to do my work, then what is my value? So then I learned this is a very important concept, that as a leader we need to tell ourselves, it's mission impossible. We can know all the things. We need to trust our team member. So what I do in our organization is, every week I write a case study to my team. And during the monthly meeting, we don't review the numbers only. We discuss based on those case study based on the current situation, those case study, we discuss, and then we ask ourselves, how can we learn from this? And what I want to do over here is, since you are already doing much better than me in your own field, so as a leader, what I can give to you is give you a new knowledge, new idea, new things. And I also know nowadays, you don't like to just read lots of books or principles or SOPs. So I use the case study way, because case study is like a different stories. So I use these stories to interact with my team member and tell my team member that this might be the way you can consider. And I don't expect that you do exactly same as me, but I expect from this case study, you can learn certain ideas and implement into your work. And then how do I develop our team for the future? We have one program, we call it Next Generation Leader Program. So every month I allocated around 4 time slots. Every time slot is between 45 minutes to 1 hour. And my one down, the people who report to me, there are 4 senior managers. So every month they will propose 4 key potential leaders. We call them next generation leaders. And we have some format they will prepare. And then they will present in that 45 minutes to 1 hour to explain to me what is the current key tasks they are doing, and what kind of suggestion they want to give to me. Because today there are more than 300 people. It's not possible for me to interact with them. But by doing this, at least once a month, I can interact with at least 4 people minimum, and to know them better. Yeah, so this is how we are doing to try to develop the next generation leaders.
Thank you, Arnold. Arnold, there is a lot of and constant pressure. There's a constant and lot of pressure that this new tech and AI is creating on employees. They have to learn this new technology. They have to quickly adapt to the changes. So how do you actually, create an environment where people will feel empowered to innovate and not burdened or stressed by innovations?
Sure. So actually, this is really a dilemma. also I also made mistakes earlier. So earlier is whenever I saw there is any new technology, I will try to push my team and to learn. And sometimes my team also feel like, hey, I know I already have so many work to do. Why you keep me pushing this and that? And this time in this AI tool, then I change a different way. First, I push myself to use more. So like now we are using that Chat GPT Gemini, right? So last month, just in no, now it's last month in December, I subscribed the Gemini Pro, and then I developed. You can create a gem, and you can give them some prompt and make like a mini AI for yourself to do. So I made one mini Arnold for my team. So I put lots of prompt and also design a way that how he can become like Arnold to represent me. And then I make it and make it a documentation. And then I share with all my team members and tell them that you can talk to this mini Arnold. And then they found that it's quite interesting. Then they started to use AI as a tool instead of feeling like, oh, now company is pushing me to do this. And I also tell them that you can ask him lots of questions. It is unlimited because I cannot see the data. I know it's Gemini. It's just I define a prompt, a program, right? But whatever your conversation, I cannot see. You don't need to worry. So I also tell them you can ask them ask this AI, ask him, hey, why Arnold is making this mistake? Why Arnold is doing this something wrong? Then he will also answer you why. So then this create an environment that people feel like, oh, it's not company just pushing me to do something. It's quite interesting. I can talk to Arnold in a different format. Yeah. So after these 2 months, lots of people using this mini Arnold to do a conversation and also share with me the feedback. And by doing this, some other people also create their own the program, some small program on Gemini and share with each other. So I think this might be a new way to guide your team or to share with your team that instead of tell them, oh, this is a new technology, we give you a training session, you do this, but you do by yourself and share with them and make it more interesting. Yeah, so this is the way we do.
Wow, that was very interesting, actually. So Anil, I would like to ask you that, what makes the India market really unique for your company, and what are your strategies? I mean, how do you customize your product and strategies according to the India market? What are the different challenges you face? And do you think there is a particular success mantra for the young leaders who are struggling to make it big and struggling to survive rather in the Indian market?
Sure. Maybe I use my personal experience. Maybe this experience is not really good, but I feel it's like something I can share. So, like I mentioned, when we came to India, we if by the data, by the report, India is a market that with majorly the entry level laptop. Then maybe most of the MNC company will feel like, okay, anyway, this is not a premium market. But we realized it is wrong. Like I mentioned, when we go deeper, we go to small taluka villages. Like in India, you have more than 6,000 talukas, and you have 780 districts. We go deeper by bit. We go one by one. And even I travel a lot. If I share with you my Google map, you will see 4 red dots. Yeah, we try to visit. So why this market becomes so unique to us is we learned it in 2019. In 2019, we launched our dual screen laptop. And I remember the starting price was 85,000. And I still remember in 2019, our average selling price per laptop in India was 30,000. So when the company asked me to sell 85,000 laptop in India, I was like, how to sell? Where is the market? Based on the report, the market is so small, hardly 1% of the market. But then the company tells us, no, you should try. India is such a big market. You should try. Then we entire team, as a team, we think, okay, fine, let's try it. What happened to us is in 2019, that dual screen laptop, we were the second largest country amongst the world. Our dual screen laptop in India, we sold more than China and the US. We were only behind France. Only France was bigger than us. The entire team and the company was shocked. Hey, India is only the entry-level market. How can you sell so many? Then we start to do the further study. We realize actually the Indian customers, people here are ready to pay for something unique, to pay for the advanced technology. Then from 2020, 2021, all the latest technology, the laptop we introduce, we make sure we launch almost the same time as global launch. And then we realize Indians are ready to buy the latest technology. So why Indian market becomes so unique and important to our companies? The market is not just for the volume, but also for the premiumization. That the latest technology acceptance here are will really well accepted. Then how do I suggest to the young leaders from this case is we should not blindly trust the reports. If today I blindly trust the report, I will just say, okay, tell the company, this is the report, tell us, only entry-level market, don't try. But when you are in the market, you realize that in some cities, some people, they require this high-end machine, or this city, they require different requirement. Then you will know, okay, report is in general, but report is not able to tell you in a very specific way. So you should dare to try as a leader that, okay, we are in the market, we talk to so many partners, dealers, or even to end customers. Then we should dare to try to take certain call. And then if the result is good, then okay, we get it a good result. In case if the result doesn't meet your expectation, at least we tried. We will never tell the company, say, oh, we don't even try and then we give up. But we tried, and then we know what will work, what will not work. Yeah.
Thank you, Arnold. So, amid this challenging time, the stressful time, where we face long work hours, there are a lot of expectations, from the family as well. The young leaders would really want to know from you that, how you yourself balance the demanding professional life with personal commitments, and what tips do you have for those who want to strike this balance? Can you also elaborate on your personal mantras and work ethics that kind of define your leadership?
Sure. Yeah. So if you if I have a chance to share my schedule to everybody, you will see my schedule is quite full. But how I did is, I believe is plan ahead. So in ASUS, what we do is as a leader in the beginning of the year, like December 2025, I already share my 2026 whole year calendar. So entire team knows what I'm going where. But of course, we will still do the little adjustment. Like in what I do is, if today I need to visit your market, I will inform you at least 6 months ahead. So you will also block your time. And then I will avoid that suddenly, because I'm your boss, I come to your market and you need to change your schedule just because I'm coming. So what I manage the time between work and life balance is plan ahead. And when we do this, we already know that, okay, next month, next week, I'm going to Vijayawada for 3 days. Next week, I'm going to Madurai, Trichy, Dindugu, Kanyakumari for 4 days. So I already, and this schedule was pre-booked in December already. So then I also prepare myself that I'm going to travel, and how can I manage my time? And like today, I'm in Taiwan because of Chinese New Year. I'm here. So I already make my schedule properly aligned in advance. But time to time, yes, maybe sometimes due to whatever reason, we need to do some small adjustment. But at least 80-90% of the time is fixed. So it's good to me and also good to my team. And for myself, because I'm a triathlon runner, I'm doing swimming, cycling, and jogging, right? So what I do is I always set up a clear goal for my months. Like every month, I need to run minimum 100 kilometers, 10 kilometers swimming, 200 kilometers cycling. So I already set up by what time I need to do what. So it's like sometimes my team members say I'm like a machine, but what I do is I try to how to say pre-plan and make sure I will be able to fit my timing properly. And I think another thing is the working efficiency. So like in ASUS, when we set up a timing, when it is 60 minutes, then we end at 60 minutes. We don't want to disturb. So everybody should come well prepared before entering the meeting. So you will be able to give your time proper. And also, we always encourage our team member that you have to go on vacation, because there are lots of ideas will come when you were in vacation. Because when we are in the daily operation, you are will always stuck, right? You are thinking to do this and that. But when you are in vacation, your mind is free, so you will be able to think something else. Like I also can share one example. Like in India, we have ASUS Select store. How we came out with this idea is during the COVID period. Every day when I came to office, I saw there is a Mercedes-Benz Select. And at that time, I was not aware what is Mercedes-Benz Select. I was just curious why there is one Mercedes-Benz Select store. Then I Google it. And then I realized, oh, it is a second-hand store. Then I called my sales manager. I asked him, hey, Jignesh, why don't we also have a ASUS Select in India? And he said, okay, let's give a try. Then he immediately talked to the partner, the local sales team. Then we opened the first ASUS Select store in Nehru Place. And today we already have 10 ASUS Select store in India. So if we only sit in office, only work, maybe this kind of idea will never come. Yeah. So what I can suggest to everybody is, yeah, we need to work very hard, but we need to be more precise and plan our schedule in advance. And during the free time, you will be able to see different things and try to come up with the idea. Yeah.
See, that's the reason I, always believe that, ideas probably can come out from anywhere, not just sitting in your cabin or not just sitting in your classes and hearing the lectures patiently helps, but, you can get ideas from everywhere. And of course, walking into the market, seeing things, observing them minutely, this helps a lot. I'm
Yes.
sure, young aspirants, young people who would be very glad to join you or any other companies in the tech industry would be, just love this session. It was great to have you, Arnold, today with us. And
Thank you.
I'm sure, that we can have you again in any of our future sessions. We would love to do that and stay in touch with you. Thank you so much, Arnold. Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a wrap on this episode of Manager's Mantra. Thank you, Arnold, for sharing your insights on the PC and laptop market in India and providing career suggestions to the management students. BSmart viewers, we hope you found this conversation helpful. Share your thoughts with us at bsmart.edit@bsml.in. Follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram for more such insightful and inspiring content. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.